guys, we're back.
Oh my God.
We're back. Welcome back to Beyond the Summit. It's the grand finals. About to go into map 2, but as you can see, we've changed the configuration of the couch here.
There,
so we've got some Cloud9, we've got Tarik over there instead of Haste.
How's it going?
So how are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing good.
Woke up at 2 p.m.
Looking forward to this match.
Yeah? What do you think so far of Gambit's performance? I mean, they managed to actually win Inferno. It's kind of, I think we were all surprised.
Yeah, that's definitely surprising for sure. I don't think SK is too good on Inferno, but I think Cash could be.
Yeah, I think they should take Cash for sure.
A bit more different.
That's the funny part, because they used to not play Cash.
That's not funny.
Yeah, what's funny about that, Stu?
Well,
was I supposed to laugh?
They picked Cat. Never mind. This is why I don't Cash, bro.
We're
All
casters in the making.
So I have to ask some questions here first before we get into the match and into the swing of things. Obviously, Brax, this is the first tournament that you've played in a long time.
Yep.
A long time. So how does it feel to be back? I mean, I have to ask this question. You know, what is the impressions of your performances? Do you expect to play as good as you've been playing?
I knew it was gonna be like a challenge to play in like an environment that I'm not used to because it's been so long. But I'm happy with like how I performed, trying to fill in like Skadoodle's role and everything. So I think I played okay, considering the circumstances and whatnot.
I mean, Fallen made a tweet saying, you know, it's really impressive that you've been able to play, you know, so well in a clan kind of setting, you know, and it's because it's got to be vastly different to the pug experiences that you're used to.
It's
I mean,
definitely way different from like Rink S, which is all I play.
Yeah. What's the main adjustments you've had to make? Do you think?
Probably learning nades and smokes that I just have no clue. Like one round in the match, Tim got out of his PC to show me a smoke during the round.
Just lines it up for you.
Yeah,
you could do that. You just like scoot out of your seat and have him line it up for you.
Yeah.
All right, nice. We'll ask some more questions later on. Okay, into the match here. We've got Cash, of course, Gambit on the CT side, SK on the T side. Looks like they're just going to run into B storage here. So pretty standard stuff from them. What do you guys think of SK on these pistol rounds here on Cash? Anything to, you know, anything already?
SK's really aggressive on pistols, I feel.
They stick together
That's
too.
like their playstyle though in general. And they all have such good aim that makes them scary.
It works.
And you know Cold is always lurking somewhere, but even when you know he's lurking somewhere, it's so hard to kill him.
And when you think he's lurking, he's not lurking.
Alright, so the retake attempt from Gambit. Looks pretty awkward. Everybody going through the CT chokes. Just absolute madness here. Pistols blazing all over the place. Headshots for days. And it looks like it's just going to be some deathmatch action right now. And SK coming out pretty well initially, but Hobbit with the save maybe. He's been pretty good this tournament. Hobbit. Looking for the headshot. Oh, so awkward around the crate. Oh, just barely finding it, but does he have time for this? Looks like he does.
He does.
Nope.
No.
Oh, it's tight, but
I don't know how they even got that close, honestly. That seemed very one-sided.
The Cash is like a really interesting map for me from like a meta perspective on the pistols, because I've seen it change so much. Like it used to be just A retake setups from CTs again and again. Is the B stuff happening more, or do you guys even put that much thought into the pistols on Cash? Let's say.
Pistol rounds for us at least have been super hard. It's like just coming up with pistols at work. We've tried like aggressive together. We've tried, you know, something more complex where we smoke something off, go a different direction, fake it. For my team at least, we haven't found our you know, ideal pistol rounds that works. And SK, for example, I feel like they win a lot of their pistols, you know.
Yeah, nowadays I don't think pistols are all about strats. I think it's all about hitting your shot.
Yeah, that's fair.
And on CT side, it's kind of hard to have a good setup, or you can take a gamble and play retake on one side, but I generally don't like doing that because our retakes are pretty bad.
We're like exposing our teams here.
Yeah.
We're exposing ourselves.
Alright, so we have the force buy as the response from Gambit. And ooh, actually getting a lot of damage done.
If Cold's alive, the round is never over.
Never.
Never say never.
It's over for the other team.
Yeah.
I'm just loving seeing the double scout on the force buy.
Yeah, the scout's really good.
Scouts are pretty strong.
Scout sucks. You guys are just bad.
Just looking for the clutch here.
Cold wins this 10 out of 10 times.
10 out of 10
out of 10.
10 out of 10. 11 out of 10, actually. I'll change it to 11.
When you play Cold, it's kind of like playing like Brax. You never know where
yeah, look, he's going to be worried about his flank in a few seconds.
So hard.
Okay, so Mo's just playing it safe. Now, is he going to gamble right? Is he going to predict correctly? I mean, Cold can only be in so many places.
Yeah.
Here for Mo, so.
I think he's narrowed it down a bit.
But having the scout is going to be a bit awkward.
See, 11 out of 10 times.
Cold 0.
That was pretty
and
fast.
the way he won that too, like, I don't know. It's
That was a nice
crazy.
shot.
Yeah. He always hits his shot, that's for sure.
So how do you feel about like the just a complete force buy, like the full force buy from Gambit? They didn't even like leave anything, I don't think, for someone to pick up an AWP later on.
I think it's good.
I feel like that's common.
Yeah.
A lot of teams force buy after they lose a pistol, just because the pistols are so strong now.
Yeah. Like for us, we'll win the pistol, and then the next round is super hard just to figure out what we have to do.
So you don't mind like having less utility in the first buy and not having the AWP on like Mo, for example, on this map?
Well, if you're the opper and you want to op, you have to make that sacrifice and not buy.
Right. So full USB save, exciting times.
This is the fur round. Get ready for
crazy, we
fur.
actually lost the
Fur
last
is
one.
gonna
Yeah.
farm them somehow. Oh, unless they run into cold.
Fur and Phelps, usually.
Or just everything for
Look at
Colt.
him.
It's all good.
This guy's a monster.
No problem.
So who's the scariest guy for you to play against Brax? Like so far at this tournament, is it?
Probably Cold or
Is it Cold?
Fallen.
Probably me.
Or Tarik. One of those three.
All right, so Gambit, not really much utility. I mean, that's the sacrifice they made, trying to go for the pressure. It did a lot of damage. I mean, it was down to one person. They could have actually clutched it. So a lot of damage done on that force buy, but this time they don't have much utility. No AWP for them. SK still holding onto a UMP. So we're looking at something slow here for SK, or something faster. What do you guys like in these spots?
I think Cash is a really good map to just default all the time because doing set strats is kind of hard unless you know for sure that their sights are weak. But I think defaulting is probably the go-to play.
Especially in the beginning of the game, because you want to feel out how they're playing and see what they do. Unless you have an anti-strat that you want to run for that first gun round. But I think just getting a feel for what they do and how they're playing is good.
I think that threw SK off quite a lot last map as well, like just the way that Gambit were playing.
Yeah.
They seem just to play so differently to just almost every other team, and just like weird aggression as well. That doesn't seem to make sense.
We played Gambit at DreamHack Bucharest, I think, and they push a lot and they love peeking a lot, but they always hit their shot, so it's pretty hard to play against them too.
It's funny actually, because like a big criticism I've seen of Gambit is, or for them to like be a championship level team, is maybe that they could be limited by firepower. I mean, but in the addition of Hobbit, it seems like they haven't been lacking too much firepower. And we get a lot of trades coming into the A site here. Looks like SK want to try to finish things off.
Crazy aim. It's insane.
Here comes Cold.
He's alive, the round is still winnable.
Always. Look. 2 seconds. Yep.
Jeez. There he goes. Cold is pretty cheeky.
He just has perfect
Whenever I
positioning.
cast Cold is insane. I've only casted one other game, but... Ooh. Is he gonna knife that? No, no way, right?
Oh my god.
11 out of 10 times, don't forget that.
Cole still wins this.
11 out of 10. The stat still stands. Look at the balls on him to hold that angle, though, like that. That's so ballsy.
3 HP. Looking for the ace.
This is...
10 out of 10?
Wow.
10 out of 10.
Dude, what
There it
a
is.
way to play
So
that, though.
confident.
That's
This guy
insane.
has ice in his DNA.
Oh my god.
Ridiculous.
It's
He's 12 and
casual
1.
ace. He has 12 frags. Closest guy in the team is 3. pretty good start for Cold.
Yeah. He's insane, man.
So how's things going like in Cloud9 so far? Like obviously, I mean, School's been having some issues, some personal issues, some health issues at the moment. So, but I think we spoke during ECS. We had an interview, and you guys said you were making a lot of progress. And how's things going at this point? Still feeling good. Obviously, Brax is fit like a glove in this tournament.
Yeah, I think it's been going pretty well lately. Hopefully, the numbers that we put up don't really kill confidence for Tim, because I know he's, like, especially with Brax's line, because he doesn't know a lot of smokes. So when we play something, it's kind of hard because he's trying to call a strat, but he doesn't know who knows the smoke. So we all have to, during mid-round, it's really hectic. So hopefully that doesn't kill his confidence or anything, because I think he's a really good caller. And hopefully some of us could pick it up with helping him on IGLing, so kind of just gives him less stress.
Yeah, it's really hard when someone doesn't know a smoke and you have to fill in the gaps, or if you're playing with a ringer and then you have to fill in the gaps so he can be comfortable. So everyone has to sort of adjust when you have someone on the team that doesn't know the system that you guys are running.
Yeah, Brax, you seem pretty consistent this tournament. I think that's like generally you seem like a very consistent player. Like how would you describe consistency? Because for most people that's like the one thing.
I think it's just sticking to your own playstyle and doing what you're comfortable with. For me, like I pretty much just play the same way I do in Rank S, honestly.
Nice. That's pretty impressive. I mean, as you say, you've been filling in Skadoodle spots, so you've been adapting pretty well.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 4v4 early on here, exchange from SK.
Who's walking through smoke?
Oh, that's a Stewie play right there.
Yep.
She's just walking in.
Oh my God, he's so. They lost this
feeling
game. They can't do anything.
You just know Cold's just too confident right now.
Yeah, if he's confident like that,
It's really scary to play.
yeah. Because then he starts taking risks he normally wouldn't, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's the pause.
We have to stop this Cold guy. Yeah, he's looking kind of scary. I haven't really seen him looking like super scary this tournament so far, but this looks like
Vintage.
yeah, it could get out of control pretty soon. So SK looks like they are going to be coming back in pretty strong in this half. How do you guys feel about Cash? I mean, we might. I'm actually trying to think. What's the next map that's going to be removed from the map pool? Probably is it gonna be Mirage? Maybe. Do you reckon?
Hopefully.
I don't know, but Fallen was saying, I think it was Fallen that was saying something crazy. He had a crazy idea about if them just wiping all the current existing map pool, wiping all the maps, and then coming out with like 7 new maps.
Yeah, whoa.
Just like 7 new maps, and then giving everyone time to practice, and then playing on those maps. Just a fresh start on everything. That'd be really exciting, I feel.
That'd be pretty crazy.
I think
Yeah.
SK would win because they come up with insane stuff.
Yeah, but there's so many teams that come up with crazy stuff. Like Virtus Pro always has the craziest stuff, and then Navi also comes up with some crazy stuff. So there would be like a lot of, you know,
EU teams.
yeah, a lot of EU teams. But I think that would be awesome. I definitely like playing new maps. Like we need Mill back in the rotation or
CPL fire, please.
Fire. Fire. All those maps are so fun.
I miss Mill.
It's gonna get old eventually. You know, it is already getting old. So, but I like Cash, for example. I think Cash is a good map.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Right. So let's see if Gambit, you know, after this pause, can figure anything out. I mean, okay, so you got Hayes, you know, coaching guys now. All right. So what's Hayes gonna be saying right now to you guys in this situation?
Well, Hayes will give us ideas on what we can do and how we can play this next round out, but he'll also tell us to calm down. And he's very good at making sure we stay composed and telling us to, you know, keep our heads in the game and, you know, don't let it get to you. And if someone's having like someone's doing something wrong individually, he'll tell them that they can do this instead, or like to just, you know, relax, like that you can bring it back kind of thing, especially if we're down, you know.
Yeah.
Like we were playing Gambit in that last map on Kabul, and it was 13-5, or it was 11-5. We won pistol, and then we got ecoed, and that was pretty unfortunate for us. But it was like 13-5, and we started losing hope, it seemed. And James was telling us that we could still do it, and that we still have a chance. So I think words, a coach doing that for you is helpful.
Yeah, so I can't imagine like what the discussion is though when you have this situation where it's like, guys, Cold is just dicking all over us by himself. Like, what are we supposed to do here?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they have to do something aggressive together and get some sort of map control. For example, from Gambit, like take fast aim in at the start of the round.
I feel like they're showing them too much respect right now.
Yeah, that's the mistake I feel like a lot of teams make. When they're down, they give a lot of respect, and then it's hard. But it's understandable at the same time.
And maybe we can get a play from one of the Gambit players to sort of a ballsy play to break up.
There's the
Oh, that
push.
is not the play. That is not the play.
They're ready for it.
Maybe not that. All right, so this should be fairly easy for SK to play off of. I mean, they seem to be like one of the best teams just consistently at playing the advantage, like that T advantage, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it's so easy when you're like a commentator, you get this perspective, you get the X-ray and everything. It's like, oh, the 5 versus 4 is like super easy to play, but SK seem to be the most consistent historically at getting the most out of that
Yeah,
man
actually,
advantage.
talked to Fallen a little bit about their team, and they practice a lot. Like when they get a pick or something, they all have strats for a certain 5v4, and for post plans they have like 3v3 really good setups and make sure they know what they're doing.
Like reactions, right?
Yeah.
They're really good mid-game calling, like Fallen is.
Yeah.
And this is interesting actually because Gambit I think have done this twice where they in that 4 players remaining situation they actually take the risk
risk
of
by
A.
CT.
That's
Sick.
Phelps.
That CT guy's emo if he kills him.
Oh, he's
Oh,
ready.
he should have gone
ready
through.
for it.
This is some very sort of stuff from
Cold's there.
Hobbit.
He
Cold's
can do
alive.
everything.
Does he win this? 11 out of 10 times I said.
11
I
out
mean,
of
he
10.
must win this.
Surely not.
Oh
There's
my
one.
god. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm telling you.
2 more to go. Cole's looking for it. He's hot. He's feeling it.
Oh
Next,
my God.
next
my
play.
God.
He's
God.
so good, dude.
No way. Okay.
would've
That's
kept
so sick.
I had full faith in him.
I honestly did too. I thought he knew he was there somehow.
It's cool. He's just
ridiculous.
playing the long. He's playing the long game. He's gonna give him one here, just so he can crush him harder.
Yeah.
It's all psychological.
Just to
warfare.
screw their money.
Oh my god. The fact that we all expect him to win that is just
He's
ridiculous.
17-3.
Yeah. 6-1. God.
What is this?
He has more kills than all his teammates combined.
Wow, I didn't know you could do that math.
That's impressive.
Nice. So, all right. So, Gambit got one round. This really does feel like one of those matches where it's like you just know. It's just not going to happen for Gambit. But you know, let's give them the benefit of the doubt here. Maybe Cole will come off his form. I doubt it, but you know, who knows. So default here from SK. Pretty passive. That's a deep smoke from the CTs. Nice.
So that's good, Nid.
So that's a cool adjustment. I mean, that's what you wanted to see from them.
Yeah.
Take A main, get some aggression going.
One thing I like about SK is that they're good at like pressuring both sides of the map and keeping the other team guessing. So it's pretty common for them to do that, where they'll have a guy going B and a guy going A at the same time, but then they'll have the rest of their team going to the site that they get the kill at, or you know, accordingly. So they're really good at just pressuring the entire map, and it keeps the other team scared.
Yeah, it reminds me of earlier Hayes said you guys stole a double contact fake from somebody yesterday.
We did.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not,
was that the play you guys did?
which play?
Against us? Was that it?
We were doing that against you, yeah.
Oh yeah, on Cobble, right?
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is Terry doing?
Yeah, I mean that was our play that we were doing. Send one guy somewhere.
Remember that first gun rush on Cobble where you ran out back square and you just one-shot me?
Yeah, you were the guy.
You were so lucky,
statue
dude.
wall.
That looked insane on my screen though.
Statue wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I killed Shroud Highway. Yeah, I remember.
This is in a good spot for this.
I hate when people playing
Never mind.
up there
And
peek
peek
too
wide.
wide.
Yeah, I don't think we
they
should
need to
peek.
just hold and not move at all. And if the first guy runs by, let him run by. Shoot the guy that looks at you.
And even if he clears you, it's really good because your teammate in the site,
Can
the guy's not
react.
looking at him, so it's really easy to trade the kill.
Yeah, I don't know why people always insist on peeking that angle wide.
Oh, this is not going too well here for Gambit, to say the least. So how is it being back to, you know, well, now automatics calling, you know, you feel more free?
I see the game a lot better. I never valued how a caller could be so valuable, obviously whether the caller is good or not. Because, for example, Jordan used to call and his calls were not that great. But having a caller just to call for you gives you a lot of freedom. You can see the map a lot more. You can kind of picture what the CTs do, and you can give suggestions to your in-game leader. And when you in-game lead fully, it's kind of hard because you're trying to picture all 5 of your teammates' screen and try to come up with strats that you think they're seeing because they're not giving you info.
Right, right. That
I think-
sounds like a nightmare, honestly.
Oh.
I think being the second caller is a lot easier because you don't have that pressure, but you can also make the call, you know? Like the pressure of not being the IGL, because anyone on the team can call and tell the team what to do. But if you're the IGL, then you sort of feel like you have to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure on a lot of teams, it's not the IGL making all the calls. You know, there's probably multiple people making the calls, I would imagine.
So then a question for everyone. Do you guys have any strats for rounds like this? You know, Gambit basically nothing, you know, nothing by. You know, you don't have to give anything away if you do. I don't want to, but
I just think when you know they don't have armor, I think it's just really good to take your fights because they don't have armor. They're gonna get aim punches, easy kills, unless they push something, of course. But
I mean, in Gambit's perspective, like you're the guys with the pistols, right?
oh, I think it's really big to just stack a site
Yeah, I
and
think
take a
it's good.
gamble together
Just take
and do
gambles.
something as a team rather than individually going somewhere and pushing because
Yeah.
be
Either
able
way,
to
you're
trade.
gonna lose.
Yeah.
I think
Unless
like late
you-
mid
yeah.
control, like pop flash mid, or I think remember like Stan made a strat for us, Stan as well, like where we boost on top of the roof mid, all 5 of us, and we just sit there, and then rotate to the site they go to on an eco, or yeah, just pop flashing something together.
That's a good one. I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, I mean it's already out
How is
there.
it playing against Stan now? Is
How's it playing against him?
Yeah, is it weird?
It's not weird, but you can sort of, we sort of have an idea of what he does in a sense, but for the most part, he's very random with his strats. You know, like he'll mix it up a lot, so it's hard to predict.
He's pushing the B smoke. Oh, Hobbit.
This guy Hobbit's pretty
Killing cold, bro.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That should be 3 kills.
Alright, so nice mid control for SK here against the pistols. Gambit have been pretty unlucky in some of these situations. Obviously,
are.
Cole's is playing so well, but
Yeah, these are some of the games where the score doesn't tell the story of the game.
yeah. Like you guys against SK, for example, like the first well, just that Mirage. Just
Mirage?
You guys nothing went right your way, and even though it just
Ballin hit some pretty unbelievable shots.
there were some ridiculous moments, yeah.
Sometimes I'm so zoned in that I don't know what the scoreline is.
Right.
What the scoreline exactly is until I lose the game actually, and I look at the score and I saw like 15-8 or something. I was like, we lost 15-8. I thought it was like 15-13 or something. Or
Yeah.
16-13.
Is Gambit saving for double up right now? Maybe. I think that could help them right now. Maybe playing like 3 mid, 1-3-1 setup, trying something different. Who would be their? Who's their secondary opper?
Gambit? I don't think that one.
Yeah, I don't think they have an obvious choice.
Yeah.
Really, to be honest.
I guess they could mix it up.
Maybe
I saw
a
Zeus
Granny.
hopping at one point during one of their games. I think he clutched with it off actually.
Okay, so
So
we'll get
let's
to
see.
see who is it going to be.
No, I don't think they're gonna get double up actually. Just the one.
Yeah.
To think about it.
Adren's like,
Just kidding.
no.
All right, so we saw that the A main take. Should they keep doing this?
There has to be a new adjustment. They have to do something
I
else.
think they're gonna play more aggressive, maybe.
Okay, so SK just fanning out. I mean, SK thinking to look for that. I like that spray actually, catching anyone running across or trying to be aggressive there. I guess catching someone running to
To boost.
boost.
Yeah.
All with bomb and squeak as well. So SK, I guess, getting
Gonna
getting
fake
set
B
up.
probably and go A with the bomb, something like that.
Let's see if Gambit fall for it. So a lot of presence around middle there for
Yeah.
Gambit. Got vents, gun connector, and one on highway. Here it is, just a play right out the door. Very brave stuff. Nice spray from Dozier though.
Ooh,
Sick.
That was an interesting shot. Just bust door, no nades.
Yeah.
You guys did that, I think, right? Or
I
sus?
think. Yeah.
I think you guys did that like one of the later rounds of Cash. You guys just busted door on them and they were surprised that we had 3A too. And you guys did like the perfect play to counter us. That's what they were telling me at least.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, like you guys ran out door with no nades or something.
So when do you think like a play like that is like a good idea, like a good call? Is it like what SK just attempted
I
here?
think it's good when you think they're playing mid, like heavy mid, and trying to hold mid, and you think there's only 1A, and you can catch them off guard and trade the kill.
Yeah.
So basically what Gambit were doing, so they had the right play with Dozier. Pretty solid on the spray. Okay, so Cole trying to save it. It's 2 versus 3, so very doable here. Oh god, this is looking close.
10 seconds.
Indeed, he's
I
gonna
think
get
at
a
this
kill.
point they're just trying to hurt their money.
You could get the plant, maybe. I don't know. Oh.
And denied. Alright, so Gambit with a round.
Double up
And a
now.
double up, yeah. I like Adren so much with the rifle that it's weird to see him on AWP. On an AWP. So it's good that he's gonna toss it away here. Oh no, is he good? Okay, looks like Adren's gonna be playing the AWP with the spawn.
22 and 5. Wow. It's nuts. He's having a sick game right now.
Okay, so let's see if Adren gets anything off this timing. SK, it seems like they have slowed down the beginning of their rounds somewhat. Oh,
Ooh, it's not good.
some low down already. So you get a fast pick on mids. Do you guys like to just wait it out a little bit, just play things slow?
They're probably just gonna hold and wait for aggression.
Yeah, they should.
That was a good name.
It's really good when you sit highway and you have an HE in your hands and you see that they're throwing the Z smoke and the mollying vents and they're setting up for mid control. You can just pop your nade over and do like 50 damage to 2 people.
Why would you give that away, bro?
It's common, bro. It's common, bro. So he's like, you're giving away all my strats, dude. The stuff I told you is not meant for everyone.
Okay, so Gambit able to get a frag back here, and Escape started to make themselves known on towards the A site. Nice position from Dozier. Looks like he was thinking about going lockers. Indecision.
That was, yeah, not good.
Okay, now they're in a bit of a weird spot. So they've got someone on forklift. I think that's... Is that a Dren on the forklift?
Yeah, this is gonna come down to him. He has an op.
Okay, this is not the ideal spot, perhaps. Let's see if he can pull it off. There's a molly for his position. Has to go really close with the orb. Very awkward. Oh, he can't really miss that one, but somehow the USP is good. And the trades come in.
I don't know how he got that kill.
I mean, he could have got those kills right there, but the molly kind of screwed him. Without the molly, maybe he had a chance.
Alright, so just Hobbit just trying to save here.
That sucks. They're gonna be really hurt on money.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about Gambit's T side? You know, from what you know of them, like, do you think Cash is a suitable map for them on the T side, or?
I'm not really sure like how good Gambit is on Cash, to be honest. But their T side, as far as like Cobble, for example, when they play against us, I feel like they're good at not only mixing it up but adjusting to how the other team is playing, and it's gonna be hard because SK, I'm sure, has a good CT side here.
I guess I'll have to just wait and see how it turns out. Alright, so another round for SK. This could be a really quick one, to be honest, if it keeps going this way. Money screwed again for Gambit.
SK has a one map advantage, right?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
So it's 1-1.
Yep, that is correct. Yeah, next map is Train, and if needed, the next one after that is Cobble. So, I guess, I mean, if Gambit can get to a cobblestone, maybe there's a chance for them.
I don't know how good Gambit is on Train, though.
Yeah.
I feel like if we got them on Train, it would have... Because the last time we played them on Cobble, for us, the last 2 times they beat us. So it kind of sucks that they beat us on Cobble again. So I'm not sure exactly how good their Train is. So it could be interesting.
Yeah, so Gambit just struggling to stay alive in this one, especially against Cold's ridiculous performance. Here's the stack that you guys were talking about. Stacking with the rifle, actually, which is quite cool. Sometimes I notice teams will stack the pistols on one side and leave the rifle alone on the other side.
Yeah, maybe the other team expects that, so they'll send the rifle to one site, and then the rifle will try to kill them, and then back up, and then the pistols will be waiting, and the rifle goes back to the other side kind of thing.
And we get the big rotation from Gambit as well, just everybody towards A now. Cole with the pick onto Zeus. SK still playing this really slow. Okay, finally getting a boost into mids. Trying to getting some info. I mean, it's hard to expect them to do much here, but I like the movement from Gambit. It seems like they're keeping a decent track so far. Let's get back into mids, and for the B split. Alright, so this should be good.
Good read.
But AK is picked up by Mo, which is kind of nice, considering how screwed their economy's been.
I like how SK is just grouping up right here because they know they're eco.
I wonder why Gambit didn't rotate off when one guy's been pushed him in, I think around 40 seconds. But no one rotated off. Yeah.
So what is your interpretation then of SK's, like, as far as like Phelps and how they've been working with Phelps, and obviously they've been trying to find that championship level form, and it's never quite come, and maybe we're getting to the point where they switch the roles up again and Phelps has a little less freedom, maybe Fallen has a bit more freedom again. You think SK will get there again to be like, you know, a major winning type team?
Yeah, I think they got a really good lineup. I think they just need to go back to their old form, to back when they were winning the majors, because I think Fallen said that they were kind of playing a little different when they picked up Phelps and tried to try Phelps' playstyle out a little bit, but it didn't work out too well at Vegas, so they're going to try to go back to their own form. So hopefully they can catch on quick.
Yeah, I think there's a transition phase right now where Phelps is sort of trying to figure out what his role is on the team, and they haven't found it yet. I think at this event, though, they're doing a lot better for sure. So they're looking good right now.
Alright, let's see if they can make this clean then. They've got that 11-2 advantage. We have some kind of a buy. It's highlighting again. Cold is indeed on 25 kills. The scout onto Mo. We've talked about scouts quite a bit actually recently in some of the casts. Oh, nice tagging onto the point with the smoke there. So Fallen trying to get that take of checkers, that pressure on checkers. It feels like it's
See that?
something.
The Bogdan law. We're steal.
Bogdan was right the whole time.
It's the whole like checkers pressures thing. Like it seems like I've not been seeing it as much lately. It's just like forcing the CTs to play really passively on the B site. The Gambit coming back out again now into checkers. SK are playing really slow generally right against Gambit here. Is it just because they just expect aggression all the time?
Well, I think they're just trying to make sure they don't make any mistakes or slip-ups. Because that one squeaky round, for example, where they tried going quick, right, in the start, and not doing their default, they got caught. So I think playing slow on default is working for them. Just keep doing what's working.
Yeah, it looks like pretty much rinse and repeat. Like in mids, set up for the play on 2A again. Actually, 2 players in mids. Look at this split. There's 3 players, the last remaining players here for Gambit are on the A side, so maybe they have a chance to hold something here if they hit some good shots. They are up against a lot of players though. Cold creeping in from Highway. That's not going to be good for them. The smoke's going to dissipate pretty soon, or he's just going to walk through it on the distraction. And the defense is done. Just Dozer left in the corner, and that's going to be around 12-2. So Brax, I heard you dabbled in Overwatch, but you immediately came back to Counter-Strike.
I tried playing it for a little bit, but I just didn't enjoy it. CS is just my game. Counter-Strike for life.
Nice. I heard Steel was playing Overwatch for quite a long time. Oh, I guess AZK went over as well.
Yeah, he's on.
Yeah,
He plays
Liquids.
for Team Liquid.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't get used to Overwatch either.
I don't really like Overwatch, yeah. I didn't enjoy
It was fun
it.
at the start, but it got kind of
Yeah, I played it for a
it's a
couple hours, and then it got sort of boring, I guess.
Alright, so just a force buy from Gambit on the last round, see if they can get anything done.
These games are the worst when you're on Gambit side.
Yeah.
You never have any money.
Yeah. Is that a counter booster doing right now?
Is anyone holding it?
It's hard to tell from the minimap. It looks like there should be somebody holding it. Lossing for that aggression. It really does feel like
Yeah,
Oh my
Fallen,
god.
Too aware.
that's pretty
That's
disgusting.
so unfortunate.
Yeah,
What do
it
you got
really
for Essedren?
It does feel like just SK just understand completely the position they're in. It's just that like that Gambit can't really do anything as long as they just play super tight. Oh man. 13-2, very one-sided first half on Crash here. And what do you say about that one? What do you say about that one?
There's not much to say. That
Everything's
was-
just going SK's way right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're playing perfect CS.
28 and
Cold.
5.
Almost 30
That's
bomb.
insane.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
Only
ever seen
one of his
28
other
kills in one
teammates
half.
have double digits. It's like the Tapson game I saw once.
Do you guys
I
know
think.
his res for real though?
I think it's 1280.
Mouse? DPI?
I
Sense?
don't know all that.
Oh my god. Well, maybe there's a chance back in this one. Who knows? We'll see. It is Counter-Strike after all, but it's like SK are that team though. It feels like they are one of the hardest teams to come back against, right? I mean, they just don't seem to just give up as many edges as other teams. I mean,
Yeah, they
you
don't
guys-
let go of the pressure. You know, they're gonna keep applying it, and they're not gonna get complacent. It's good.
So what do you like as like a good safe pistol round? Is it like the A retake, the classic A retake type of positions on this, or
You have a lot of options on CT cache. I don't even know where Fallen just got that kill. Was that mid?
you made in the warehouse?
So simple. That's a tilt B rush.
It's like get us to the next map, please. please help us. Please end this now.
30 kills.
30 kills.
Jesus.
This is the second game I casted a cold, and both of them he's been insane. So, I'm just saying. I'm his lucky charm.
Good lucky, yeah, the lucky charm indeed. So Tech Nines. Right, well, I guess SK just gonna be, again playing it passively. And what I like about SK2 is like if they're in a crushing position, they feel like the team they're just like they won't ever really, or it's unlikely for them to get complacent. Like I feel like some teams, you know, myself in the past as well. Like if you're in that position, it's easy to get complacent. Just give up some edges here or there.
Yeah.
And, okay, you'll still win, but it'll be like a 16-7 or 8 instead of like a 16-2.
Start over peaking a bit more, play overconfident. Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
That's me, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, SK's good at that.
All right, so 15-2. It's almost over. It's almost over, Gambit. It's almost over. But this will mean that SK are going to have that 2-map advantage.
Is next map Train?
Yeah, next one's Train.
It's always scary to play SK on Train.
SK's train against us at least has been a little bit shaky, but I know they've
Yeah.
been working on it. So
Ever since Phelps joined, I think their train was.
yeah, FNX was really good on train.
Yeah.
With them. So it could be interesting. We'll see.
All right, so the last attempt here for Gambit to try to send the game to some Deagles.
They literally gave up. They're just running out mid.
Let's do this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really blame them, I guess. I mean, you can have those situations sometimes where it's like you're trying to come back and it's like such a struggle and you're kind of making it happen for so long and you really extend it.
Yeah.
And I guess that could just be a bit tiring and tilting perhaps, but I guess people have different philosophies on that. So Train, you think SK just going to roll over Gambit? I mean, it's hard. I think it'd be foolish not to just call SK the clear favorite, right?
Yeah, I think I haven't really watched Gambit play, but I know SK always has a solid map pool. It's always scary to play them, no matter what map it is.
Yeah.
They're down 15-2 and he's BMing him.
Damn, he's still doing it.
That is pretty BM. All right, so it's all over 16-2.
Damn.
SK. I think that's
Quick one.
by far the most crushing map that I've seen the entire tournament.
Yeah, I think
like, by
that might
far.
have been, yeah. That was a really impressive performance by Cole, though. I think 3 of his teammates didn't even hit double digits, unless they did at the end. But either way, he carried them hard that game for sure.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys are planning to stick around or anything like that, and there's not too much we can say about that game, but maybe I can get your thoughts on Train in case you guys do go outside and chill out and so on. So Train, you guys already mentioned that obviously SK are very scary on Train, a bit weaker since FNX left, but they've been making adjustments. Like, what are some of the characteristic things we can expect from SK's Train that could be kind of the make or break, or the things that would be really hard to deal with for Gambit?
Well, I think one of the things is that I know they used to play really aggressive on like ladder and team mid. Like Phelps would go into ladder and get picked off frequently. I think that's something they changed where he'll play passive more often and not aggressive every round. He sometimes plays aggressive too much, and I feel like once he finds that balance in, being aggressive and being passive, I think that'll help them on CT side at least. But apart from that, like Stewie said, SK has a solid map pool, so it's hard to count them out. But I think Gambit could surprise us here. I'm not sure what to expect
I think it
from
could
them.
go either way.
Yeah.
I think the player to watch is probably Fallen because he's pretty insane on Train. You never know where he is. You never know if he's
He's always
rotating
moving
in or
around the map,
yeah.
getting picks.
Probably one of the hardest players to play on Train.
So I mean, you guys have all handled. So speaking of which, like you guys all handled AWPs, and Train of course is like a map that's pretty famous for the kind of AWP shenanigans you can get up to. And you already mentioned how Fallen's everywhere. Like how hard is it to do that, to emulate that kind of style?
Well, Fallen, yeah, I mean, Fallen knows how to position himself well, but he's also really good with the ladders. And like you said, he's everywhere, so you can't really predict where he's going to go. One round he'll be upper, next round he's pushing lower ramp, next round he's like in ladder, walking up Ivy. And it's really hard if he gets rolling because he'll get confident and he'll be okay with making those plays because he has that confidence. So if you give him that wiggle room, it's going to be really hard to come back from. So Fallen could definitely be the make or break for them.
Like, Brax, you've been fitting into Skadoodle's positions on Train, right? How has that actually been then? Because it feels very finicky to me if you're not like very used to playing AWP on this map.
I mean, honestly, in Rank S, I play like the same spot he plays
Okay.
a lot, so
Alright.
it was easier on Train for me.
I see.
It was one of the easier maps to fill in.
All right. Well, I guess it's time for a short break. We'll be coming back very, very quickly with the next map, which will be Train in the grand finals here at Beyond the Summit. We'll see you soon.